We're your besties in your back pocket.
And this is your business banter by the basin. That's how this works.
George, let's talk about the copycat.
Oh, let's go. Okay.
Oh, I got tea. I've seen a growing trend. And I just want to be clear, I just want to caveat this. I don't have a problem with the growing trend. What I want to talk about specifically is the motivation under the trend, because this is the problem. Mm-hmm. So, in business, you cannot stop people from copying you. Whether
You just said exactly what I was going to say. So this is Shani's episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, this is going to be your episode.
No, yeah.
This is going to be your episode as well. But now, for me personally, given that I'm in the coaching space, people copy me on a lot of things. They copy my message. They copy my content. They copy my programs.
Do you take that negatively or positively?
Let's unpack throughout the episode, shall we? And then let's see where it goes.
Fantastic.
They copy my programs, they copy the structure of my delivery, all sorts of things, right? And then also there's like this grey area where clients will copy stuff. You know, as an example, one of my flagship things is called the Hour of Power. It's a delivery of a session that I host. And then my clients love the structure and the name, and then they go use it. And then really people don't realise is that they're actually bound by copyright laws, and it's in their contract.
Yeah.
And there's all sorts of stuff, right? That's not really the topic.
And Shani's the monster, and she's coming out of after every single one of you done. That's it, where she's doing a mass shutdown of business. T, that's the T. The Sorry, cease and desist every single one of you. You get a cease and desist. You get a cease and desist. You all get cease and desist. I love Oprah.
I know, right?
Get Oprah on the show. Hashtag get Oprah on the show.
Hashtag bring Oprah on the show after Mona.
Mona
first.
Mona and Oprah.
Oh, that'd be gold.
We'd have to leave. It'd become their show. We'd go. Yeah.
It'd be
business banter by
Mona and Oprah.
Yeah.
So copying's going to happen no matter what. What I'm starting to see though is a growing trend. So I talk about who my mentors are, most of them, not all of them. There's one that I keep privately to myself, but I talk about who my business mentors are. Mm-hmm. And I'm seeing like this trend where a lot of people, both clients and non-clients, are starting to go sign up with my mentors. And that's no problem. But you've got to look at the motivation behind it. And I think that what I'm seeing is that people are getting shiny objects rather than just landing and doing the work that I'm teaching. Because, by the way, you've got to keep this into perspective.
Could I just make a quick metaphor?
What?
I know exactly what you're saying. People get shiny objects instead of shining their own object. Because that's exactly what it is. It's I can just buy a shiny object, but it's never going to be as shiny as yours, babe.
Well, you get it, right?
I'm right. I'm in the passenger seat.
You're right there with me.
Right there.
Right. So a couple of things. You've got to keep in mind that whoever's mentoring me, there's like levels.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the people that are mentoring me is because I'm at a certain level that requires that level of mentorship.
Yes.
Now, the people I'm mentoring are requiring my level of mentorship because they're at a certain level.
Yeah.
And you can't spiritual bypass the levels of business, right?
I have apprentices that I know who go and do master classes. Shani, they can't foil, and they're doing techniques that require you to foil one hair. Why are you doing a master class?
Yes.
And I say this because this is pretty straightforward. Everyone understands the concept of hair. You can't go do a master class in hair cutting, right? I'm trying to work on my specialization in cutting because I'm not a cutting specialist, but I'm working on it. It's my next thing, really. I have been to master classes and I'm looking over at people who are 16 years old. And here's the thing, if you're 16, you're probably an apprentice. And then you get to talking to them, I've been hairdressing for 5 minutes. And I'm like, babe, do you know how to cut a straight line?
So in other words, they're learning at a level they're not yet at.
Well, and all it ends up doing is it creates it does a few different things. And this is whenever I'm mentoring apprentices, this is how I explain to them. By doing stuff like that, by jumping the gun essentially, or jumping a level, what you end up doing is you're gonna learn habits that aren't right because the habits that I've built as someone who's been doing this for 25,000 years, not that long, but I've built habits that I know work for me, right?
But it's about stacking.
and they're habits that I know that if it goes wrong, I still have the foundational knowledge to be able to fix a problem if it goes wrong.
Which is the same in business and what I'm doing.
And that's no masterclass will teach you that.
Yeah.
Experience teaches you that.
That's right.
How to solve a problem, that comes down to experience. And I say to people all the time, why are you doing a masterclass when you can't cut a straight line?
Yeah, you don't know the basics. You don't know the 14 steps that you need to know before you go. And this is exactly where I'm getting at.
This is step 1 of volume 10.
Right.
You haven't done volumes 1 to 9 yet.
Exactly.
You know?
And so this is oh, okay.
That's rude.
And so exactly the same thing going on in my industry, in my business with clients or non-clients, right? It's like the reason I'm getting that mentorship is because I'm at this level and I've done the other levels.
Yes.
Right? And what I'm seeing is people going and signing up with my mentor instead of just focusing on the basics, which is what you've come to me to learn about, which is like so. And I say this with respect.
Do you know that building in Homebush, the one that's like falling apart?
No.
Yeah, so there's a building that's like falling apart there because the foundations are
exactly.
It's basically built on water.
Well, my mentor isn't even going to work for you because you haven't dialed in the basics, and so. It's like that. It's the shiny object.
You can't build on something that doesn't exist.
Right. So
have you tried to build a house midair? It doesn't work.
If you've come to me to start and grow and scale your business, then focus on getting that done first,
and then move up
before you then go and pay my mentor, who by the way is a branding person, and what you're going to get from him is relationship and branding. But your branding means jack all if you don't already have a business. So branding is the aesthetics to apply to a business that's already functioning. You're coming to me to learn how to function your business.
Yes.
And if you haven't got that dialed in, it doesn't matter how many photos you go get with a celebrity. It means nothing.
It doesn't matter how many pro photo shoots you do.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter how many goddamn times you do your new 8x10 headshot. You ain't going to get rich because you ain't a model.
Because
you're trying
you
to run
don't have clients.
Okay?
Right?
Look, it's different. If you're a Victoria's Secret model, go get that photo, boo. Go get that photo. But if you're dialing into this program, you're probably not a Victoria's Secret model.
And so here's the thing.
I make you jealous then if you are.
I think people look at me and they think that if I go buy what she's having,
I can become her.
I will become as
I'll have what she's having.
Now, I want to caveat this by saying I am the businesswoman and the human being that I am today largely because of my mentors, but not only, because it's about what I've brought to it. And you can't copy commitment, consistency, authenticity, conviction, and doing the goddamn work.
And that comes back to what I was saying before about the shiny things.
Yes.
I can go and buy the same shiny thing. I can buy a thing that was shinier, that's as shiny as shinies. But the difference is, I don't know how to continue shining it. She does.
Boom.
What ends up happening is that you will continue. That shiny thing will get shinier and shinier and shinier and shinier. Mine will never. It was shinier than yours once until it wasn't. And that all comes down to because you have the foundations on how to continue making that thing shiny.
And I give the foundations to anybody who wants to learn, but the problem is...
Well, that's what your business is.
That's right.
You teach people how to make your thing more shiny. But the thing is, they're
trying to bypass it.
Well, they're trying to go to the next level, and not how to make it shiny, but how to make the pretty stand for it. But they haven't got a shiny ball yet.
That's right.
So, and if you want to be shiny, be shiny.
Now we're just doing a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's into some shishes.
But you get what I'm saying.
I know, 100%. And you know me, I always do anything in a metaphor. Anything is metaphor.
But I love that because I think it really dials it in. So all of that is to say that, you are not going to be able to copy. And by the way, nobody's going to be able to copy you if you are dialed in, you're authentic, and you're doing the actual work.
Pretty much so.
The end.
The end. And Shani, where can they find you?
Insta or Facebook at Shani Taylor Official with the blue tick. And what about you?
You can find me on Instagram at George Matar Official, that's MATTAR, and you can find all our other links in the show notes.